No, I don't. What's wrong with my shoes? There's nothing wrong with my shoes.
Are those your church shoes?
To the new episode of No Idea, where we are here with the River Rich Maples guys. We wanted to see what it takes to do a big operation. So joining us is who, Adam?
This is the Thurs family, and I mean, we're big. We're big. We're like 200 taps.
200
right?
taps.
And you guys are how many taps?
3,000.
Yep, so we're big. We make about 20 gallons of syrup a year, and how much do you make?
750.
750 gallons of syrup. So we have no idea what we're doing. We're gonna actually see what it's like to actually make maple syrup to sell. We know how much syrup they make, but I want to know how much Busch Light they drink.
So join us. We have Mike over here, and we have Tony over here, and we have Lane right here, and these guys are phenomenal. So everything that we talk about and all their maple syrup products it's basically linked in the description below. So if you want to check them out, their Facebook page, all that good stuff. If you want to buy high quality premium maple syrup, you can check it out too in the links below as well. But let's go check out their whole operation. Here we go.
We were talking about, and that you think that we're big. Yeah. I would say if you made a 10-mile circle from right here where we're at, I bet you there's 20 to 25 guys that are bigger than we are. Yeah. So because it was cold this week, we added 200 and some taps this week.
Yeah.
What are you at?
Just because you're bored or what?
3,000. 3,000 right now, I think.
3,000 taps?
Yeah, here.
Holy shit.
Right here, yeah.
Oh, bleep that out.
We did 161 yesterday. We're like, oh, that was a lot.
Planning on adding more, so we'd like to get up to 5,000 within the next 2 to 3 years.
It started here though. This is your mom and
This is my mom and dad's place, yep. When I was probably 6 years old is when I remember last going in the woods and cooking syrup. And we cooked pretty much up where we're gonna be in a little while. We cooked in the woods because it was too hard to haul sap to the yard. So you boiled everything there. All you had to do is bring out the syrup then. By the time I was 10, then we were up to maybe 500 taps that we did. And we boiled that ourselves. This is what I used to tap trees with.
Oh, that is.
You did that and you drilled trees with that. That was the old tap.
We actually
I got that.
we had a few Busch Lights and we were cooking on an open pan with bricks, just like you guys have the sand and the bricks and everything.
Yep.
We made 5 quarts in one night, I think.
30 straight hours we stayed up one night, just talking dumb. And
then the idea came up, hey, what if we get big with this? And
What if?
What if?
Yeah.
And then it all kind of went downhill from there, I guess. But
So tell us about the name, River Rich.
Yeah.
That is because of the river is right here, and my dad was rich. So I said I would like to have him because it's his land. You know, he got it, whatever. It was my grandma and grandpa owned it first, and then my mom and dad did. So we kind of tried to think of things, and we had stuff. And if we said Rich River, and then everybody would be looking for where the Rich River was.
Yeah.
So we said, let's go with River Rich because, you know, maple syrup is sweet, it's rich, you know, so we said it's kind of a cool name. So
absolutely.
That's what we went with. So this is a vacuum pump. The Becker vacuum pump. That's what sucks on the trees.
This is sucking all of the sap.
Back in the woods, about a little better than a quarter mile back.
Oh shit.
A quarter mile back.
So what is
to the releaser.
What is this? Is there any threat ever of lines breaking, busting, that kind of
yeah.
Yeah, all the time?
If it freezes hard enough.
Okay.
If it freezes hard enough, you can't. That comes from home So each line has it.
What line is that one?
That is the black line. The black line is the vacuum line. It comes in the top here.
Right there. Okay.
So when the sap, if the sap was running today, it comes in through here. You can see we get a little bit of ice out of it today, but so then it'll fill and this will trip. And then when it empties, it goes back down, crossed.
What are all these other ones?
That's all the sap coming in. Okay. That's all the different lines going through the woods. Each one has got you could shut it off on top or on the sides. There's shut-offs on all of them.
So when it's really running, like, can you see it running through there?
Oh yeah, it comes
through
in
the
there
blue lines.
steady. About 8 years ago when I put the lines in, I hired a guy to help me put them in. I think it was right around 30 grand we spent to put it in. So it's not cheap.
All free.
That's some expensive liquid gold.
Yeah, you gotta.
Breakfast condiment. There you go.
I usually will walk leaks every couple days
Okay.
throughout the season. If you don't keep your vacuum at 27, it doesn't pay to have vacuum. You got to keep it up to get enough sap. So it's not all just sit down and relax time.
So the sap gets brought back here.
Yep.
And then what happens? You obviously got
bring in
big ass
sap here.
tanks and
We take all the sap through and we put it into our Lapierre tank first. So we'll get all the sap into here and then we'll take it out of this tank and we'll put it into our enclosed tanks and fill those. Once they're all pretty much full, that's when we'll start ROing.
Yep.
So we have these 3 tanks that we'll put sap in, raw sap.
How many gallons of sap a year? On a good year.
Last year from our woods we got 30,000. 30,000 gallons.
These hold?
That one is a 1250. The white one is 2,000. This one's 2,200, and the little one is 1,100. The one that we pump into to begin with. So carry it in with a wheelbarrow and come in and
cut that off, man.
So the RO is in here. It's got its own little room.
Is it loud or something, or why is
It
it
makes a little noise. Yeah, it's motors running. There's 4 motors in here, so it'll run. So right now it's 60 degrees in here, so it'll run through. It comes in on the bottom here, feeds into the feed pump, then it goes up and through, and it goes into the 2 posts, and that's where it splits. There's a membrane in there. It's a membrane in there, and it splits it, and the water comes out the top, the sugar comes out the bottom, and then we pump it out into our tank outside. It comes in here. We have a float system here that it'll go in. It's on like a little sump pump outside. So there's a float in here that'll kick it on, and we'll get 50 gallons at a time that'll feed the evaporator. It'll come in through that, and then it just does that automatic for us all night long. So, and then it's got a preheater on top. Goes through here, so it heats off the steam a little bit.
Okay, so in all this is steam's coming up here and going out the...
Yep, out the steam pipe. This is the smokestack here.
Holy shit.
So then it'll go through them, and then it'll feed on the other side of the evaporator. And this is where it comes off, and it just keeps going through. The stack here, this is where it actually feeds in. The concentrate comes off, comes all through the preheater that's inside. And then it feeds on this side. We keep it at a certain level. We usually run about between 1.5 inches and 2 inches early on, and then as the year goes, we get a little bit less. So it'll run through there a little faster.
Wow.
Then it's got an automatic takeoff. So automatic takeoff.
So when it comes out,
That's
it's
here.
syrup.
Yep. Right. So that's here on the wall. We can set the setting. Right now, it's last year when we boiled last, it was 218.5 is what we pulled off at. The sap comes through and it's starting to boil back here, and then it'll feed into the front pan. This is where it actually finishes. And we can take off either in this hole or in this hole. It'll either go in here and go around and go through, or it can come in here and go around and come through. So you can take off in 2 different spots. Lighter syrup, because we RO it, we can boil it faster.
This is what people want. They want it to be as clear as possible. You get a higher dollar for it. So when we first started cooking, before we had all this is what we made.
Yeah.
This is the dark stuff.
So everybody that I talk to, everybody that we give maple syrup to is like, oh, the darker stuff tastes better.
It's got more flavor.
Like these two keep talking. Give me a beer.
Yeah. So.
So then you put all these tiny papers in here, and when you pull these out, like this one obviously won't have anything, but these thicker ones, it'll look like a chocolate bar in here. It'll just be brown with like chocolate. That just takes all what you put in there. It's called DE. It's just crushed up seashells.
In between, they got the holes where everything goes through.
And it ionically bonds to the impurities in your maple syrup as well. It does. And then that's what comes out. It looks like dirt. It doesn't taste good. I tried it.
It's sand. It kind of
really
looks
bad.
like the candy when you see people that make maple candy. It kind of
So
looks
then,
like
so you get that done, you get it filtered, it cools off. Then,
Yep, it's in the barrel then.
So then,
With those barrels.
Yes.
So we can take it out of the barrel. We have a bottler. It's up in the other shed. And then that's water jacketed. You heat that up and you get it up to 180. It's got to be 180 to bottle.
so you guys will barrel it and then wait until you're ready to pump out more.
Right.
Say Shields and Fargo's getting low and you need to bottle some more instead of it. You just
Right.
pull out a barrel and
Pull out a barrel and
Okay.
bottle it. Yep. Try to do it. Yep.
So we actually, last year, we just got some turkey fryers, put this under there, heated it up, added our DE, mixed it, and then put it into the filter press and then into the bottler.
Did you ever, in your wildest imagination, like think this would? I mean, look at this.
Well, not when I was 6, but by the time I was 18, I knew I wanted to do it more.
Yeah.
I wanted to expand. This is my retirement plan. This is what I want to do when I retire. Just make syrup.
Do you have waffles and pancakes a lot or no?
Actually, no. I'm not a breakfast person, but
I can't say I've seen them eat maple syrup in the last 5 years.
I have. I've had pancakes. I use it. That's a lie because I use it when I make stuff. I put it in for like barbecue sauces, different things. I put syrup in different things instead of putting brown sugar. If you put
Make a good glaze on it.
Yep. I put syrup.
Old-fashioned.
Old-fashioned,
Yes.
yes.
Sugar.
Yes.
Yeah.
You use syrup old fashioned.
Coffee.
Coffee's good. Toast. You put syrup on
Bailey does
toast.
her avocado toast and she puts a little drizzle on it.
For everybody who's watching who's not from Wisconsin, we'll explain brandy old fashions in a minute. Trust me.
Whiskey old fashioned.
Whiskey old fashioned.
Covered old fashioned. all that kind of-
Whatever you want.
All right. So there you go. What an awesome opportunity to hang out with the River Rich Maple Dudes as we begin the maple syrup year. If you haven't yet subscribed, we ask that you do. It would be awesome if you subscribe to the No Idea YouTube channel. And other than that, dude,
Check out their Facebook page too.
Yes.
Give them a like. Check them out. Order some maple syrup. Order some sweet gear. You guys got stuff
you
for
got
sale?
swag.
We got
some swag.
sweatshirts,
We got
we got
some swag.
t-shirts,
Heck yeah, hit 'em
swag
up.
stuff.
They're
syrup left.
Everything is linked in the description below, so make sure you check that out as well. All right, cool.
Good talk.
See you out
Cheers.
there. Cheers.
Yes.
Happy sapping.
Yeah.
Happy sapping.
Fireball.
He's got the fireballs.
He's,
Been drinking fireball.
I was gonna bring a pack of White Claws out today too, and I didn't.
oh.
Man.